All right, everyone. Welcome in to Flyer for Fun Show. Captain Ray Kelly and Johnny Drone Flyer. Tonight we got Ray. It worked out. We have a great show with today is a classic Wednesday. Of course, we started off there this morning with the classic coming out there, and Ron and Marco and Marcus.
I know.
Yeah, it was a great fun this morning. Hey, last week we did it, and we kind of we missed it there by a week, but hey, it's all out now. Got a lot of info. We're gonna have a great show, and one of those guys, Monday night they do a great show, and it's fun to have the DroneNation crew on. And they've been a while since they've been on. I know, they're busy guys, and we appreciate them taking time out today. I want to wish everybody a happy Wednesday and get out there and fly. And hey, it's that time of year, and we got a great sticker pack tonight. It's hashtag DroneNation. We have to go over that real quick. Of course, we got a Marcus Crawford with his hat pin, and Tom, Lens Capture Life. We got Brad Austin, Al, South Florida Drone Meetup, Vincent Drone Anew, Jim's Droning, Mr. Ken Hoffbauer, place it here. We got Joe, America I Fly With, Barkley, Joe Fotaleo, Matt Bagwell, Dre, and of course our Captain Ray Kelly, Johnny Drone Flyer. We got the of course Fly for Fun show, Aldrin Pilot Institute. So we'll get some stickers out, and they respond to the questions. So yeah, we'll have a great time tonight. And Ray, how's your week, and what you up to? And you didn't hit the buy button this morning, did you?
Yeah, no, I'm very happy with my Mavic 3, But I really think this classic's going to be good for some people, It was priced a little higher than I thought it was going to be. But it'll be good for some people. But I have to say, I got a little mini meetup planned tomorrow. I'm going to be flying with Jeff Norman. He's from the Long Island Drone Flyers group, so I'm going to be flying with him. So I'm looking forward to that. I've never flown with him.
Oh, okay,
but
cool.
We'll have a good time. We're going to a secret spot, of course.
Another secret spot. I figured that. Yeah, well.
No, we'll go to Port Jeff Harbor.
I think Ron Brown, he knows where that secret spot is, because I see him looking at his map there, But
yeah.
No, but that's great that you do that, Ray. And I've been flying with Captain Joe America there about once a week, and it's fun to fly. I know Marcus goes out to that Snake River out there by himself, and he does have Tanya Gale with him sometimes. So that's it's fun. And DeMarco flies with the cows there. I know those cows are watching him fly. But yeah, and guys, let's see what else we got. Let me just go over a couple. I got a couple happy birthdays: Jerry Bauer, Allison Blade, Michael Blade's wife. And I don't think anybody was sick. I know John Flynn, I think, had COVID, but I'm sure. I guess he's over it now, or getting well. And wish everybody out there peace and happiness. We got the Drone Shop Swap Shop group page if you want to post something, and of course the you need a drone show guide. I'll get that out to you right away. And let's do this first question real quick, and we'll get that crew in here.
Yeah. We'll do that.
Here we go.
All right. The administrator or representative may request to see A, record of recent flights, such as a logbook; B, the remote pilot and command's remote pilot certificate; or C, any photo identification.
Ray, we will be giving away that. Yeah, we will be giving away your adventure with Captain Ray Kelly tonight. I got the wheel loaded up with those names, so we'll definitely
another month has passed.
Yeah, and we'll draw for that, and I got some videos at the end, so we'll keep up with this question, and we'll get the correct person in there, and that goes. What are we giving away this month, Ray? I don't know. What do we want to give away? How about a Fly for Fun T-shirt?
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah.
All right, I'll make one up, and we'll get it out to you at the end of the month. We'll put those 8 names. We'll do 2 names a week, and we'll get that, and it'll be a Fly for Fun show shirt. I'll make one up and have it sent to you.
Well, we got a lot of answers, and this one has some different answers, but the answer is B, right?
The answer is B.
And I think it was Stephen Knowles. How you doing, Steve? Congratulations.
We'll get Stephen in there. All right, let's bring these guys in. We're going to bring them in all
together. We got to welcome in these people. We got to welcome in All right. We'll welcome them all in, and then we'll welcome the chat, too.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Marcus, how you doing? And Ron, good to see
Ron,
you. And DeMarco.
Marco took a break, I believe, there.
Yeah, but I tell you, we just saw you guys this morning on your Drone Nation special.
It seemed already like it's another day already. So much time's passed.
Well, it does to me because I took about a 2-hour nap this afternoon.
I'm putting Ron. I'm putting Ron up in a corner because that's where I'm used to seeing him. So hey, I got to put him up there.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Let's
You
get
gotta be old to
DeMarco.
get
Hey,
that
DeMarco,
reference,
you
huh?
made it back.
Hey, DeMarco, how you doing?
I think DeMarco's he's at baseball practice.
Hey,
He's
guys.
having a little difficulty.
I think DeMarco's at the Bears game.
So.
Can you hear us,
So
DeMarco?
Ron,
So have you heard
I know
if
this morning-
anybody bought this Mavic 3 Classic? Anybody hear anything?
I heard DJI hasn't sold one unit yet.
Come on now.
I think that right down below me there.
No, Marcus, we talked after this morning, and I'm really less excited about it than I am. Not because of, and then listen, I know we keep talking about price, and we're not. I know you and I talked on the phone yesterday, and I don't think we're shocked by price anymore. I may be shocked a little bit at that Flymore combo, but I just think I'm gonna hang to with what I got. I got the Air 2S, I got the Mini 3 Pro, which seems to be a great drone. Now they did add some nice features. I know you and Ron were talking about that. Y'all had the Mavic 3. So what do you think? They brought some new features to those drones, to that drone also. So was that a pretty good,
Well, what a great little present the DJI gave us, and I'm pretty tickled that my friend Ron Brown has already tried them out. Mr. Brown, what did you think?
Hey, can I respond to Russell's Russell? How do you say Gillum? Anyhow, it doesn't matter. Russell says, Ron, do you need to do a video on the cruise control that's part of the DJI updates today? Russell, I hate to tell you, I did go out and get a test flight today, and I tested every single new feature except guess which one I didn't get to, the cruise control, because it would have going in that menu and setting up the button. I don't want to waste a lot of time out in the field. I will do that at the desktop. I will set the button up in the field. What you do is you set a function button up to start the the cruise control, and I did not want to waste valuable time in the air fumbling around looking for how to set up a function button for that. But I will get to. But I tested every other feature out, and Marcus, I think I found the feature you're going to like best.
Yeah.
Okay, now you saw you're a big fan of not only spotlight mode but also POI, point of interest, aren't you, Marcus? You've done many videos on that in different drones. Well, guess what? Now on this drone, you can activate those two things while you're in the Explorer mode, and that means using the tele lens.
There you go. Using that tele lens for that. That's going to be
and
awesome.
It worked perfectly. Now the only missing piece, it doesn't do active track.
Okay.
And they'll tell you right on the screen if you try to do active track, but point of interest and spotlight worked perfectly with the tele.
Why would you need the tele lens for active track anyway? So I think that's awesome because Ron, we need to explain to people what that does for you is it allows you, it keeps the camera right on whatever your point of interest is. So you can fly the drone and it will hold that camera right in center of frame, or you can literally move that point of interest to whatever part of the frame you want it to be, and it will hold it there.
Yes. And the other one, the spotlight, how I demoed that, Marcus, is I put the spotlight on myself by drawing the box, and I walked along the beach. And the drone didn't move, but it yawned and kept me in frame the whole time.
Wow. Cameraman mode.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a great feature. No doubt about it.
And very valuable now that they work in Spotlight also.
It's just one of let me tell you, that focus track suite is one of the coolest things that DJI ever did on a drone.
Yeah. Hey, Johnny, want me to run down? I'll run down real quick, and you stop me if you want to talk about any of these features. It has the night mode, of course, which I didn't get to test out at night. It was awful cloudy, and that'll go 4K 30 in night mode. But the nice thing, it goes all the way up to 12,800 ISO in that night mode, and it automatically gets rid of the noise for you. Where if you did that all yourself, you probably couldn't achieve those good results. Okay, it added output quality settings for hyperlapse. I checked that too, and it has a high and a preview mode. And I think the preview mode was added. And I don't really understand why you want to do the preview mode, because it takes a lot away. What do you call it? It makes the video not as good if you do it in preview mode.
It's so here's what I think it is, Ron. I've not tried it yet, but what I believe is that preview mode allows you to see what the hyperlapse is going to look like, and then you can decide whether you want to save it in the full mode or not.
Yeah, of course, I did not do one. I just went into the settings and discovered the buttons, but I did not actually do one. So that makes sense, Mark, because I'm reading you'll see my video, the on-screen prompt that is saying, like, if you do it in preview, you're going to really denigrate your quality.
Yeah, it's going to be shaky and it doesn't do the stability or any of that.
It doesn't. Yeah. So I understand. You just do that for a couple seconds of what it looked like. Then you actually do it in a high quality.
Right.
That makes sense. Okay. It has ISO 1600 for D-Log. I checked that. It is there. It's working. And I don't know what the top cap was for D-Log before, but I guess it was less than 1600. It added spotlight and POI when using tele, which we talked about. Added cruise control, which I did not get to test. And here's a big one. Added gain and expo tuning, maximum flight speed and brake sensitivity. That whole section before where you could go in and play with that stuff, they redesigned the whole window and added a whole bunch of extra stuff to it. So that is, I just looked at it. I didn't really mess around with the settings because I was in a pretty windy environment. I wouldn't be able to tell whether I was doing much or not, but they redesigned that whole panel. So you can customize almost anything you want at this point. And it added support for the EU certification, and it added remote ID support in the US, and it optimized the name rule for footage and footage name incremental after format. I don't know what that means. I'm just guessing that it's, the number formatting that the files appear on your computer. I guess it somehow improved those, and it fixed a color. Color was a normal in DNG photos. I did not take any DNG photos. I can't speak to that comment. The thing I was real disappointed in, guys, is it did not add the sharpening and noise reduction that the Mini 3 Pro got the other day.
Okay. Yeah.
Because you got a micro four thirds sensor, you don't need it.
How long did the update take, Ron?
I did it pretty quickly. I don't know what's pretty quickly. 15 minutes to do the controller and the drone at the same time. 15, 20 minutes tops.
So I did both controllers, and it just took just a few minutes. I did the DJI RC and the RC.
Yeah,
Pro.
I did them both too, but I did the RC Pro and the Mavic 3 together.
Ron, I'm charging right now, so I can get this sucker done and go out and I want to do like you did. I want to try out some of that stuff. Yeah.
Of course, I don't know. Hey. I'm not a night shooter, so I don't know how effective that is unless you got the city lights like they show on the promo videos.
Well, they're like Quick Ass Tutorials did. He had some really cool shots, didn't he, Ron?
He did.
Yeah.
I caught just a few minutes on that, but I would suggest watching that. That's a great video. Yeah.
He's always spot on with reviews. I know he did an excellent one comparing the Mini 3 Pro to the Nano Plus. I know not everybody liked that video, but he basically doesn't dilly-dally around. He kind of gets right to the subject matter or whatever. So if you appreciate a little straight talk,
he tells it like it is.
Yeah.
Hey, Tom, how you doing? Jackie's in the chat.
Marcus, you got Jackie in here. She is checking on you.
So I just sent her. I'm going to tell you a secret, Johnny. I just sent her the link.
Yeah. She's here making sure none of us got the Avada.
Hey guys, a question, Ron. I got to ask you, and Marcus. Of course, CaptainRay, you was on this morning. Now, I don't know if anybody ordered a drone. Maybe put a 1 in the chat. But
why was Jackie timed out? I want to know why anybody timed out Jackie. She wouldn't. What the heck?
Who did that?
Nightbot.
She must. I wonder what she.
That's different.
That's crazy because I don't have anything set up.
Jackie's welcome. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Were we surprised that nobody? I mean, we had about I guess 35, 40 people in, or maybe more this morning, and nobody ordered the drone. Were we surprised by that, or just people taking a little wait and see attitude toward this new drone, Marcus?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, I guess some people already had the Mavic 3, the standard Mavic 3 standard. So, of course, I wouldn't expect them to order. But, yeah, I mean, it seemed like there was a lot of interest in the drone over the past couple of months. And was all that interest generated by the $13.99 rumor that we heard when it was first announced? First leaked or whatever. Do you think – how many I'll answer this question to the panel. How many people would have bought that drone if it was $13.99?
I wouldn't have, because I already have the Mavic 3. But I'm telling you, I agree with. I think the point that you're trying to make, Ron, is they would have sold a bunch more of them, right?
Yeah,
definitely.
I don't know. Would that have been enough to make some people pull the trigger that didn't pull the trigger? I mean, we talked about this for a while. I thought this was the drone for Mavic 2 Pro owners, that the Mavic 3 was too much for them. And they were on the fence. I thought this would get those people off the fence, but it seems like there aren't too many, or in our world or in our circle, it doesn't seem like there's many Mavic 2 Pro owners left.
Well, let me flesh that out a little bit, Ron. And Johnny and Ron and I and DeMarco and Ray, you were on the show too, but even after the show, Johnny and I talked about it in detail. The issue is that it's so close in price to the full spec Mavic 3 that I'm just not sure why you wouldn't spend a couple $100 more and buy the Mavic 3, get the telephoto lens, and have the whole deal. That's kind of the point, that as far as I'm concerned.
Right. And the zoom is incredible. It is incredible on this drone. It is.
Yeah. I mean, whatever, a few weeks ago or just a few days ago, a lot of people thought that the price would be closer to the price of the Air 2S than it would be the Mavic 3, but that was wrong. It's priced closer to the Mavic 3 than it is the Air 2S.
Yeah. The pricing, I think they messed up with the pricing. No doubt about it. And I think the world of DJI.
Yeah. Well, what's okay? A lot of us in the community have a whole bunch of drones, and we're upgrading. Okay, what would you advise for somebody that doesn't have a drone now, or their only drone is like some kind of some cheap drone or whatever? They don't have a good drone now. The last drone they bought was, I don't know, give me some cheap drone. Marcus, name some name some $200 drone.
The Bugs 12.
Yeah, say the best drone they've ever bought was the Bugs 12. So they're looking to get a good drone. They want a real good camera drone. They want to get into photography. Would this be the type of drone somebody like that should look at?
Yeah, I would say the Mini 3 Pro is a drone to get, to me, if you only want one drone. But that's just myself right now.
I disagree with that, Johnny.
Jackie, you're a moderator. Okay, go ahead, Marcus. I'm sorry.
I think the best value in drones today, the best value, if you want bang for the buck, is the DJI Air 2S. And now that you can get it with the DJI RC, well, that's just a no-brainer.
Yeah, you may be right, especially with the RC controller. That's a great point. Yeah,
this is great. I can't wait to start using it on my Air 2S too.
Jackie, really you're all moderator now? Yeah, okay. I see her.
Yeah,
she got it.
But the Air 2S is a awesome drone. It is. Yep.
Did anybody in the chat? Did anybody in the chat order the drone? Anybody place the one? Put a number.
Raise your hand who bought the drone out there.
I don't know of anybody that made the purchase. I mean,
I'll bet I know.
I reserved one.
Hey, I'm just taking a guess. Mike Wright, TX Arch drone guy. What do you think?
He's interested.
I didn't see it. Yeah, well, he would be
Mike, probably. He likes getting the latest and greatest.
Did it have a mechanical shutter?
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they put the mechanical shutter in there for him.
Yeah. Maybe Maddie. Maybe Maddie's got one on order.
Yeah. So Marcus, those features that they added today,
Mike said no way, Marcus.
That you were really waiting for?
Well, I'll tell you, the two things that really stand out for me, Johnny, night mode. I never fly at night anyway, so it's not a big deal to me. However, that cruise control is a big deal because that allows you to fly better and get the shot. And then adding spotlight mode and POI to the telephoto lens, to that upper lens, is a big deal.
Marcus, just think if you could combine spotlight and POI and all of that with cruise control, you won't have to do anything then.
Well, you have to turn the drone and so forth, but that's the whole point of it. Is yaw the drone or bank the drone or whatever, Ron. But it's a good point. But what it does is it allows you to get that perfect shot, takes workload away from the pilot.
Yeah, we've had kind of cruise control in a hyperlapse mode already. They call it something different. Hey, Johnny, could you highlight Hot Rod and Daytona's comment? It's 15 comments behind. He's given us the we'll call it the fly for fun deal of the day here, kind of the DroneNation deal of the day. He said the Altel Light Plus is $11.99 at Best Buy now. Now this morning, somebody was telling us about that price, and we were warning them about the scammers on Amazon. But there is no scamming if you go into Best Buy and buy it at the counter.
That's very true.
I don't see it. I'm going back.
I don't know. It's the only comment I see from Hot Rod.
Yeah, I saw him say.
Richmond Aerials has a good point too.
Hey,
you're just getting into drones.
Yeah, there we go, right there.
Too.
I mean, Marcus, do you think that's a response to the Mavic 3 Classic today? That right today it's going to be hard to sell an Altel Light Plus for around $1,600 today. And Johnny, you talked about the price being too high, but what about the Altel Light? It's not as spec'd out as the Classic, and it's about almost the same price. And you don't have a smart controller option.
It does not.
Yep. But now this price they can still sell it at.
Yeah,
I was really surprised though.
It's been an interesting year, and Marcus and Ron, I'll ask you this: I mean, has there been too many releases? Too quick of a time? It seems like it's really. I mean, the Avata, the Mini Pro, now there's new iPads.
There's never been a year like this, Johnny.
I know.
And you're just talking about the drones. If you factor in that
action cams,
the DJI mic or whatever, which is the best wireless consumer mic out there, the Action 3, and they had
the Pocket 3.
Oh, the
Pocket 3.
They had another consumer product, didn't they? Besides the mic and the Osmo 6.
Yeah,
I mean, they've knocked it out of the park in every way possible, Johnny. Yeah, I've never seen anything like this. And I guess next year, would you expect a slower year, Johnny, from DJI?
You know, and Rob right there says it. I mean, I don't know if you know, and we want it. You know, we asked for a longer battery. We asked for better cameras. So we kind of getting the things we wish for, and of course the prices and chips and all of that stuff. So yeah, we are getting what we asked for, and hey, it's here, guys. You can definitely spend your money on. There's a lot to spend your money on.
You definitely have a choice, that's for sure.
Yeah, and different price categories and price buckets. So there's a drone in. What is it? If you have, I don't know, like if you got about $600 or whatever, there's almost a drone to fit everybody.
Well, that's kind of what we discussed earlier today. Is that DJI is just slicing that pie to where everybody's finding a piece the right size for them. They're not missing a trick.
Yeah, and Lawrence, that's Herman. Makes a good point. That was a couple years. That was, how old is that drone?
3 or 4 years old.
Yeah, it is. Right.
4 years. 15, I mean, the original Pro is 4 years old, probably going on 5. So yeah. I mean, and the Mavic 3, has so many more bells and whistles. Even the Classic has so many more bells. Not that I'm down in the Phantom 4 Pro. It had 4K 60 and 1-inch sensor, still an incredible product. But I mean, it's as far as all the intelligent flight features and things that Marcus loves, it just doesn't have them.
I guess DJI was just trying to fill in that price gap right there. If you can't afford this, maybe you can get this Mavic 3.
But a question,
they got a whole range of prices. They really do.
Marcus and Ron, a question I have, if not too many, and I know we're a small sample of, 60, 70 people, whatever. I mean, nobody's ordered it, but outside the U.S. where the under 250 means a whole lot. So what does that mean to
I'll tell you the biggest deal for outside of the U.S., Johnny, is that in Europe now they've got a drone with a CE label on it.
Right.
So that's a big deal to them, and they know that they can fly it into the future. Now, for us, this firmware update, nobody that I know has mentioned yet. It also gives us the remote ID capability on this drone, and
I read that off the list at the beginning.
Just
coming,
like
it's coming.
And it added support for the C1. EU C1 certificate too. So
here's Michael right here. Let's see. Michael, did you?
He said no way. He said that earlier. No way.
Okay, really,
so
man. Yeah. That's hey.
Hey, mechanical shutter, Johnny. The last consumer mechanical shutter drone from DJI.
So, well, hey, it's interesting, maybe somebody will actually buy one, guys. I don't know,
It's going to be fun Johnny, to see who buys it and what they actually think of it. It's now, one Johnny, thing what the review is. The reviewers have a certain amount of allegiance. I don't care what anybody says. When you get a drone for free, it influences you. It does.
I don't know. Ask some of the companies that send me drones. Kelly, Ray. I don't know. Maybe.
Huh.
Hey,
Johnny, you took a little field trip out to your local Best Buy today. Can you tell us how your little search mission went over there?
They did not have it in my store, but they did have one up right at toward Baton Rouge, about 30 minutes away. They had one at the guy actually called at Millerville. That's the name of the road, of course, Millerville, and they did have one, but that was the only place. They didn't have any in Mandeville or Covington that way. But that was I was kind of surprised because I thought that maybe since they had one, they might have one close right here. But no go on that. In the drone case, I don't know. It seems like since COVID, Best Buy is more like a place you just return stuff you order online.
Yeah.
Not very well stocked.
Man, the drone case at my local Best Buy is pretty weak.
It's sad. Yeah, I don't even know why they bother sometimes. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it probably looks like it did when I went there for the Mini 3 Pro. I don't think anything really changed.
It looks like it did 5 years ago, except for if there's a new drone, there might be one of the new drone boxes in there.
And the spark display may still be up there.
The spark display is still up. Exactly. Yeah, it's true. It's no joke. Yeah.
It's but so many people like to order now off. I mean, of course, this drone is probably not available on Amazon yet, but it will be. And of course, the DJI store, and you can't get it at Best Buy. I mean, I think it would have come in here Friday if I ordered it today. So, and I could have drove 30 minminutes to get it. So that's not very far.
Does anyone know if
two of the stores here had it? Two of the stores
really? They did?
on Long Island had it. Yeah.
And Long Island has it.
Yeah, I could have went out and got one.
Good.
There you go, Ray. Pick it up.
What stopped you, Ray?
No, I'm very happy. Very happy. Let me go get it again. I'm very happy with this one.
Hey, so Captain Ray, if you said it earlier, I didn't hear. Have you done the update already?
No, I didn't. No, not yet. Nope.
Now, that has.
You got to laugh at this, guys. But what I did all day today was I winterized my koi pots.
Oh, you worked hard today. Does this branding like the classic? Will this confuse new consumers? I mean, we've been in the community. We talk about a lot. But say you're not a drone nerd like us. Is branding a little bit confusing? Because doesn't the classic sound like it's the one you want to get if you don't know anything about drones?
Yeah.
It's a different name. It's a different name. Yeah.
I would say that if you're buying a drone in that price range at that level, you probably know something about drones. Now,
you probably done a little research. Yeah, I would hope. Yeah.
I could say that at the lower end, maybe there could be some confusion, but God, I would think if somebody's spending that kind of money, they have a little bit of background.
Yeah. So Marcus and Ron, let's jump ahead because we're already talking. I mean, so where would the next drone fit in this category here? Marcus, I know we talked a little bit on the phone this morning. They're talking about an Air 3 or whatever.
Air
so
3. Yeah.
Glad you mentioned that,
Yep.
Johnny. I think that this Mavic 3, just like the Mavic 2 before it, is going to be a long-term product. How long was your Mavic 2, Ron? You had it for 3 years, right? Something like that.
Yeah, but it was. I think it was going over 3 years or whatever.
Yeah, and it was top of the line drone.
Yeah, for a long time.
Yeah.
I believe I believe the same thing here. This is going to be the fly. There won't be a Mavic 5 next summer or whatever. Or, this will be the flagship for a while.
Now, to answer Johnny's question more specifically, could there be an Air 3? Well, I would have said no earlier, but since seeing the price on the Classic now, potentially there could be.
And now there's a place. There's a hole in the lineup, price hole in the lineup for it to slot in.
Not a very big hole, but it is a hole. Yeah.
Well, DJI has proven they're gonna cover everything. Now, as we talked about, Johnny, as you and I talked about earlier too, what do they put on an Air 3? I mean, I have no clue. What they're going to put on there. That
already has a 1-inch sensor already.
Yeah.
Right.
Vertical video. I don't.
Oh, there you go, Johnny. Vertical video is possibility.
Vertical video.
I mean, not much. I mean, how much longer can the batteries go? I don't know. And so it's hey, it's an interesting year in drones. That's for sure. It's a fun year. I know since I've been in it, man. It's been. I guess since that Nano Plus came out like right around last December, and man, you could order a drone about every month. I know Hubsons and Xenos and Exo, or whatever. So they've been.
I know one thing. I am very, very happy with the flight times now on the batteries. I mean, you don't have to change batteries. Really.
With the Air 2S, you do have to land and change the batteries quite often.
I think you just nailed it there, Captain Ray. That's probably one thing that DJI could do with the Air series, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, the battery time, the flight time, that's a big benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They won't be able to release an Air 3 with that same battery life. They're going to have to. They can't just juice up a minute or two. They have to considerably add some battery life to the next Air drone to compete with their own drones.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but when I fly now, fly the Air 2S back to back with either the Mavic 3 or the Mini 3 Pro, I really notice that flight time is much shorter. I mean, it really is apparent then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, we talked about, I think we mentioned it the other night or this morning, even though that drone's only a year and a half old, the battery is the same battery from the Air 2. So that battery's
a year before.
That battery's an over 2-year-old design now, so
Will the Air 2S be 2 years right around now? Or did it come out after
the Air 2S is only like a year and a half. It came out in spring of 2021.
Yeah, so next spring it'll be 2 years old. But
and the original Air 2 came out the spring of the COVID.
The Air 2S is an awesome drone.
Yeah, and that's what I was just going to say.
I love it.
Yeah, Ray, if anybody is on the fence and they're in that price range, they are not going to be unhappy with the Air 2S. It's a fantastic drone.
So Marcus and Ron, let me ask you this. Did they release, it's kind of like the Avata and the FPV, did they release this drone in like they did does it seem kind of backwards? Would they have been better to release the Classic first and then the Mavic 3?
Well, I mean, that's kind of been DJI's thing. I won't say all along, but remember when the Phantom 3s, the first Phantom 3 got released was the Phantom 3 Pro with all the bells and whistles, and the last one released was the plain Phantom 3 that was Wi-Fi. So they did that order too. The good ones came out first, and the lesser, the lesser ones came out early. So Hey, Mike Wright just did some research. Check 5 Best Buy stores within 11 miles, and 4 of them have the classic in stock. Thank you, Mike.
Hey, so I want to call out Mike Wright on that. He said, no, never. He wasn't going to buy it. Mike, why were you checking out all those Best Buy stores, huh? Come on.
He heard the rumor that it may have mechanical shutter.
Yeah.
You know, another thing is they made the RC, the DJI RC compatible with the Air 2S now. And that's another big benefit.
Yes.
So the people that were thinking of maybe getting an RC with this Mavic 3 Classic don't have to do it. They can fly their Air 2S with this now.
Yeah. I think that's a big point. It breathed a little new life into that drone. I know I haven't flown it in a while now. I actually flew it. I've almost flown it every day since it became. So it's kind of.
It feels like a better drone now that you're flying it with the RC, the DJI RC.
It really does.
It's like it's a better drone.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. Michael.
And I remember Johnny telling me about that too. When he got it with the Mini 3 Pro, he raved about that RC controller, and I couldn't wait for it to be made compatible with the Mavic 3 and now the Air 2S.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I know Marcus said the same thing, of course, about the RC Pro. So he, and Marcus, that's what I talked about. Maybe would I be, if I feel like spending some money right now, that may be the way to go. And hey, I could fly my Air 2S, and then and DeMarco and I always talked about, there's going to be some new refurb. There'll be some refurb units coming to that Mavic 3. They're always out there, and they're starting to hit the market now a little bit. So.
Yeah, Marcus had found some at a good price, didn't you, Marcus?
The
refurb?
No, I bought.
Hey, Marcus,
he paid full price.
Marcus, he got you back on this one right
I know.
here.
I'm answering him right now in the chat. Yeah. But
I'm up 7 hours ago. Drones, man. Good night. Okay, Jackie, thanks for tuning in, and I know you had to keep Marcus straight there. Hey.
Thank you, Jackie.
Jackie's loving that. Jackie's loving that Avada. I see she's putting up some videos. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
So, guys, is it? I mean, we got 53 people in here. Hashtag DroneNation for this sticker pack. But are we still surprised nobody ordered a drone? I mean, what's happening here?
Johnny, what could they have done? What could DJI done to make this drone more desirable to the community?
Man, Ron, I just, I've kind of been all day, and I know Marcus called me after we got off this morning. He said, hey, it's not about trying to buy something. I think if I was always on a board of getting a Mavic 3, so I think I would just skip the Classic and go to the Mavic 3. I just don't think there's enough there. Now, if you don't have the DJI Mini 3 Pro, or maybe you don't have the Air 2S, like Marcus said, you might would lean toward it. So it's, I don't know.
If you're more into photography than videography, if almost all your work's photography, then this drone could save you some money, and the camera will be just as good for video.
Yeah, I mean, I just think the Air 2S is going to be viable for another couple of years, and with the RC controller, I don't really see that going out of date. So I think you're safe. And I don't know. I guess maybe I got too many drones I'm looking at over here in the corner, and I don't want to have buyer's remorse for just having another drone that I really don't fly a lot,
Johnny, you just stop right there, mister. You cannot have enough drones. I'm just telling you.
Well,
I received a call today from a friend of mine in Utah, and he had asked me what I thought was the best drone to buy. He's thinking of getting into drones, and I had said, it's so coincidental you called me today. There was a new drone released this morning, but again, he's not experienced yet. So I was steering him towards the Mini 3 Pro. And I told him all about the trust certificate. As soon as he got off of the phone, he must have contacted Pilot Institute. And next thing I know, he's showing me his trust certificate.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
So congratulations, Mike King. He says he's listening. So.
Yeah.
Congrats. Yeah, I mean, for a first timer, the Mini 3 Pros, a great. I wish I started with the Mini 3 Pro.
So I kind of feel sorry for DJI. Maybe they haven't sold a drone today, guys. I don't know. It's hard to believe that nobody in the chat's ordered a drone.
That's the thing. I'm with you, Johnny. I just don't think that this is gonna. who's buying it? They're probably selling a few, but it's not going to be a big seller. It's not.
It's going to be just a
Now-
skew in the lineup, huh?
Well,
Yeah.
Christmas is coming, guys. You know, Christmas is coming, and it would make a nice Christmas present for somebody.
It would.
I mean, Marcus, I mean, you've been doing this. I mean, you know, y'all been in a few years doing it. I mean, are you are you surprised, or I mean, I don't know. It's very.
I was surprised at the price. That it was so close in price to the Mavic 3, but beyond that, I don't know. I mean, I am used to the fact that DJI really they don't miss a trick all the way down to that Mini SE, all the way up. And so we were talking about next drone. You mentioned that earlier, and Ron, I know Ron and I have talked about this a lot. That Mini 3 SE, I'm just telling you, you know. They're going to slot that thing down at about, because the Mini 2 is getting a little long on the tooth. They'll slot a Mini 3 SE at about that $500 mark, right? Ron, what do you think? Right around there?
Yeah. Is that is that 500 with standard controller?
Probably with standard controller, right?
That's a good point. That's a good point, Marcus.
So does this make the Mini 3 Pro look like a better buy, and the Air 2S look like a better buy? I mean, it's just kind of.
It depends on your wallet, right? But I think if you had a couple $100 more bucks, you'd buy that Classic, because the flight time and the micro four thirds camera and so forth. It probably
I would definitely agree with you, Marcus. If I didn't have the Mini 3 Pro, I mean, because by the time we got the Fly More of that and that, it was what, 13 or 12, 20, I don't remember, $1,200 or so. So really, I mean, but you know, the 600 and I don't know how much is the Fly More on this Classic, 649 or 6?
Yeah, that's pretty spendy. I'd just buy an extra battery.
Right. Yeah. I would have totally agree. And maybe they'll start releasing the drone by itself. Maybe that'll happen sooner, since sales aren't so good yet. You know, that might pop out a lot sooner, possibly.
Yeah,
possibly. Yeah.
We'll do that next question.
Again, it all depends on your needs. I mean, still, even I'm quoting the high price. I hate to quote the high price. What's the drone with the regular controller? $1,599.
The Classic you're talking about, Ron?
Yeah.
I think it was $1,599.
So $1,599 versus $999 for the Air 2S. Okay, so you're paying $600 more, and but you know, if you probably really got $600 more of value built in there, Marcus.
Right.
That has got a good point, though.
Your use case.
Drone alone, $1,469, one battery, and if you got that RC controller, you're good to go.
Right.
If you already have a controller, is what you're saying,
right.
Captain.
Yeah. You got the 309 controller.
You guys just, and Ron, all three of you guys just nailed something right there. The person that might buy that is the professional that wants a backup drone.
Good point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very good point.
That would be great. Now at that price, I mean, $1,469, you got the RC controller, and like you say, just pick up I think a battery's 209, I think it was, a 219. So
209.
Yeah, you don't need that $300 bag, or you know, that soft case that they have, I guess.
Guess what? I saw that $300 bag on eBay, DJI eBay store for not like $98.
Yeah, Rod, that's a good point that Rod made there. That's another good point. Yeah, if you're putting together your own package, right, and you don't need tele, yeah, you get the RC Pro and just the drone only. Boom.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I'll have to say, guys, I went out and bought a new camera bag. I showed this on DroneNation this morning, but I went out and bought a new camera bag for the Mavic 3. And the drone fits in here nice. The old controller's over here. The extra battery's here. And I keep my DJI RC right here. And this works out good. And it was on sale. $39.99.
How much?
$39.99.
Wow, that's a good price.
Hey, well, what a coincidence, CaptainRay. What I've got here is a 25-year-old camcorder bag.
Camera bag.
That's where my Mavic 3 lives.
Yeah.
Hey, Ray, let's do the second question real quick here.
Okay.
All right. A small UA must be operated in a manner that A, does not exceed 250 feet AGL, B, requires at least one visual observer, C, does not endanger the life or property of another. It's an easy one.
question.
Yeah,
Wow.
anybody that gets that wrong.
How small is this UA? A small UA.
Yeah.
Maybe it could
But-
be the tell-all.
And it's fun. It's fun doing these questions.
I think the person who don't want to buy the classic actually got it first. I'm not gonna,
Yeah,
That's everybody.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Mr. Michael Wright. The answer is C
Yep.
there. But yeah, it's but hey, it's been a fun day, man. I tell you what, these drone releases, man. We've had it seems like we've done so many specials this year, and it's an incredible year in technology, and I think we learned a lot. The cameras, like I say, all the things that we probably thought about a couple years ago are all kind of coming true. And man, you never thought you might be flying a drone for near 40 minutes, and the camera and a color science and vertical video, and man, just think about how the distance we've come. And I guess maybe it hadn't been a short time, but it really has, I guess. And
yeah, I mean, basically, your drone camera is as good as your regular camera nowadays, Johnny.
Yep. Yeah, it really is, Ron. I know you're a photographer, Ron, and you can do some incredible stuff with and post and all that. But hey, you know what? Man, you see guys just posting videos that are really incredible. I know, Marcus, you get some great shots out there at the Snake River Canyon and CaptainRay, and even myself. But hey, it's fun, and man, the technology is here, and man, you see look at the FPV market, just how far it's come in the past couple of years, and
The
what they're
cameras
doing
got
with
so
those.
good over there too, Johnny.
Yeah, and the cameras, and they're doing commercials, and I mean, I know we notice now. I guess I never really noticed before. You'll pick up a commercial and you say, "Hey, that's a drone shot," or you're watching a movie and you just realize, and as you're driving on the side of the road, I know, Marcus, you do the same. I do the same now. It's like, man, that's a great place to fly, and you never recognized that before.
Almost every movie and TV show you watch is a drone shot in.
Absolutely.
Every
And then
one.
and then look what it's done for the police departments and the fire departments and the first responders. So there's been a lot of negative drone stuff with the stadium flyovers and all that kind of stuff. But hey,
it's only negative, Johnny, if you're in a Russian tank. That's when it's negative.
Yeah. Hey.
Well, I have to say, Marcus, your latest video there at the Snake River Canyon made me very, very envious. I got to get out there one of these days. I really do.
Ray,
that is a beautiful place to fly.
Captain Ray, you are welcome as the flowers in spring, my friend. We'll go out.
Just
there
don't get too close to the edge, Ray.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm afraid of heights too. But you had such a great flight. You really did.
Thank you.
You went down into the canyon, and I'm saying, wow, look at this. Look at this.
How about, I like the fact that he said Dr. Ted Bowman gave me the idea that the closer you get to the edge, the better reception you'll get.
Well, thinking about it, sure.
Yeah, no, seriously, no. It's when I went out there with Mike Wright and Dr. B. That's Dr. B. That's Mike Wright. Dr. B was sitting on that rock wall flying his drone down there, and I'm going, well, that's a great idea.
Hey, you sure Sarah's not recommending that, right, Marcus? Get real close to the edge.
That's possible. Yeah.
Hey guys, let's do this. Ray, let's see who wins your T-shirt.
The hat.
And, you got the wheel.
You talking about the hat?
No, Ray, this is for your Adventure with Captain Ray Kelly hat, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
We had the names in here. Let's see who wins it.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck.
Tony, quadcopter.
Oh, all right. Tony, you got it. Very good, man. Congrats.
Tony's got
all right,
that.
Just text me your address. No, I think I have it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you should have, Tony.
Got it on
Let's see, I got a couple more little videos. Let me show let's see, JC flying lost his Avada. Let's see if we can see
he lost his Avada?
Yeah.
He did.
Oh no.
Felt bad for
right here.
that thing.
But it is a good video.
Hey, John, take that comment down so we can see the whole thing.
JC's got a great place to fly here at the lake.
Uh-oh. Flying over water is always dangerous.
And he's really progressed with his FPV flying too.
Yeah, he does great work. Don't
And
get too close to that tree now. Watch those tree
Got the
branches.
Vada right when it came out, I guess, or a little bit after.
We're looking good so far, Johnny.
Yeah.
Doing good.
I talked to him on the phone today, so he's taking it all in stride though. It's no big deal. He flies drones, and he's
been there before.
I'll tell you, John is a good man, and he's served our country. He is a top-notch individual.
He really is. He's a proud veteran.
You don't get many better than JC.
Yeah.
But
great video.
Good time.
JC, this is a great video.
He's doing good.
Hey, Bill Hooper, how you doing?
Speed it up a little bit here. Let's see where he's at.
Yeah.
This is some good aerial shots, though. These aerial shots are great.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on.
He's doing good. I don't think it's going to crash.
Yeah, I think you guys are wrong. I don't think it's
I think it's going to make it.
Yeah, he's got it made here. It's not going to crash.
He can do low shots, too, with it. Look at this. That's a nice flyover.
Yeah.
Is he on that dock there?
Good fishing dock.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Ron, I think Captain Ray and Johnny are messing with us. That's what I think.
Look, the women got out of the way when he was flying over them. Yeah, I think it's going to be okay.
Yeah, we're over ground.
Yeah, he's safe
ready
now.
to land.
He's right there. Is that him by the car?
He's going back out there.
Yeah, he goes back
there
out.
He is by that nice maroon SUV. He should have stayed in, Marcus.
Yeah, he should have landed.
He should have landed that thing.
You're absolutely right, guy. And we're not laughing at you, JC.
Is that a fishing boat out there, Ray?
Yeah.
Need the fishing boat people to retrieve the drone.
That's what I thought it was. I thought it might have been a fishing line.
DJ have a fresh time.
Yep. Okay.
He said he was about 100 feet over the water, and that happens.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
that's not a good ending. Not a good ending.
Yeah.
But DJI is taking care of him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, good.
He,
just like Hotel took care of Marcus in Florida.
Well, that's a whole nother story. Yeah. But, well, JC, you'll have your new Avata before you know it.
Sorry about that, JC. It was a great flight until the end.
Yeah, he took.
Ron, I thought they were messing with us.
I do. I thought
this is Capt America right up the road from my house here. So
Joe makes nice videos too. Well, now you guys are flying together all the time. I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I hope there's no crash in this one, Johnny.
Nah, there's no crash. This is a little. I guess it's actually a little crabbing community. I would say more than fishing, but yeah, this is Lacombe is famous for their crabs.
Now, what's that little bridge there, Johnny?
I'm not exactly sure. I know right where it is, but he's it's called Lake Road, and I'm not sure if this is a little fishing pier or not. Joe went here without me, so he didn't. This is his secret spot. So
that's the Alfonso Bridge.
Okay, secret spot.
Yeah, no. This is Joe's spot. He kind of. I couldn't go this week, and I think we talked about going somewhere else because we've been to the lighthouse, we've been to Mandeville a few times, but yeah, this is a nice place to fly. I'm gonna have to get out here. Got a little wires right there, though.
Watch those wires.
Yeah.
You don't want to drone in the drink.
Got some little birds taking off there to the left there.
I don't know why they have to put those telephone wires when we usually fly drones at.
And he's very happy with his Air 2S, right?
Every hurricane, this is his Air 2S that he just got. He's excited about that drone, and he likes it a lot.
It's a great drone. He got a good deal on it too.
He did. Actually, this was Third Eye Views. Had sold it to Robbie, and then Robbie sold it to Joe. So, but yeah, great drone. So
it came all the way from Thailand.
A great little place to fly. So
it looks it. And if you want to catch some crabs too, take your bucket with you.
Yeah, he Joe's a good guy, man. We've been having fun flying together.
Now is that his only 2 drones?
He's got the Mini 3 Pro.
Yeah, Mini 3 Pro and the Air 2S. That's his only 2.
Yeah, as far as I know, I'm not sure. I think he might have an original. Well, I'm not. Maybe the Mini SE. But yeah, we have a great time. And
did he started with the Mini SE or?
Yes. Yeah. But
he says he's going to drag you out here to Idaho, Johnny.
Yeah, Marcus, hey, I tell you what, it's funny. You know, your place out there, everybody sees it. And of course, and it's funny how we think of, I say your location seems, I say much better than mine. And then some people say, y'all got great place to fly. Ron, you see some of those flights up in New York, CaptainRay, you're up in New York and in Florida. So, hey guys, don't be envious. Just get out there and fly. You can make a great video where you live at. And I think that's the biggest thing. And, just flying and, hey, having fun. So
get out there, fly guys, for fun.
Ray, let's see. Let's pull this giveaway tool and we'll give the sticker pack away here. Give people a few minutes. We got 30 entries and we got 53 people in. So if you want us, hashtag DroneNation, great little sticker pack there. And if you want a bunch of stickers or you want it recently, hey, I'll mail them to somebody else if you decide that. That's up to you. But hey, we'll get them, and it's fun. If people collect the stickers, put them on their hard cases there. So we'll draw for that.
Hey, Johnny, if I win, would you mail them to Ron?
Absolutely. Sure.
I never win.
Uh-oh.
How much does it cost to enter this contest, Johnny?
You type in hashtag DroneNation. That's okay. What it costs.
Ron the Don. I like that, Stevie.
39 entries. We'll let it see if we can get one more. We'll spin it here.
Spin that wheel.
Spin it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let's see here. Here we go. Let's see who wins this.
All right.
I'll
Good
get
luck,
them right in the mail.
everybody.
I'll mail them tomorrow.
Good luck.
You're fast, Johnny.
Oh, absolutely.
Is that free shipping? Oh, one
Visionary.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Absolutely. Yeah. We'll get it right out to you.
Very good.
Guys, we've been right in an hour and we try to keep it. I know we got Bill Thomas, Coast to Coast Drones, and I think Matty is doing a little show later tonight. And of course, we'll talk, he wants to talk a little bit more about that classic. And Marcus, I know you said you might join. I know, Ron, you got a baseball game to watch. And I appreciate you guys. Listen.
Go Phillies. Go Phillies.
Yeah, you guys don't really know how much, y'all mean to the community. I know, man, we talk about it all the time, and I'm not just saying this because y'all are here, and we've all become great friends. And man, y'all show on Monday night is one of the most popular out there, and it's right. Really drone. It's all about drones, and I love that because I put together a drone guide, and I want that to be about drone shows. And I think that, hey, people, y'all kind of catch the news, but not only do you catch the news, y'all know so much about it. And that's what makes it, I think, different. There's a lot of information on the internet. You can't believe everything you hear on the internet, but hey, when you hear DroneNation, it's going to happen. And I appreciate what y'all do for the drone community.
we had the little crow on this map and this classic, but
hey, that's okay.
I was just going to echo that, Ron. You and I, we're not always right, and we make mistakes, but we do. We're going to come right out and admit to it. So
right.
Yeah,
we ate our crow.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Just like we had to eat our crow on that little Eva with that Nano Plus, we said didn't have tracking, and then they put it in there.
And the right. Well,
Ron, we didn't need to update. We knew how to do tracking before they released it. So
Johnny, I did tracking before they even had it.
Listen, Johnny, I'm going to argue that it still doesn't have tracking, but
Well, it was it. What was it? What did they say? What was it?
It has kind of tracking. Sort of tracking.
Well, yeah, but it was a key word they used in there before tracking.
Oh, dynamic. It has dynamic tracking.
Oh, dynamic. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that.
Marcus, you really not like that dynamic tracking.
Yeah.
Hey, Bob Casey. Hey, Bob.
It's dynamic, all right. It means that it may track
Ron, I'm gonna let you go first and say your goodbyes and if you got anything
Well,
to say.
I want to thank Johnny and Ray for having me on the show tonight. In fact, having the whole DroneNation crew on tonight. I know DeMarco, he was out coaching a kid's soccer game or something like that, or football game, so he couldn't stay on too long. But
I wish
you'll
DeMarco,
get him back on again sometime.
We will definitely get him back on.
Talk.
You know,
and,
we kind of we do him with his
day,
Uncle Kevin. His Uncle Kevin keeps him straight.
Yeah, all the information to Classic, tried to pass as much along. Again, I'm not going to get that drone because I have the big Mavic 3, but I think it's a good drone for people. I mean, I know people kind of like the price, but I still think it has something to offer. So reconsider it. So again, thanks guys for having me on, and don't forget to watch the Phillies tonight against the Astros. We're up 2-1. Like to go 3-1 tonight. So see what we can do. Good night, everyone.
Thank you, Ron. Marcus?
All right.
Yeah, so you know, I just appreciate you guys having us on here. You know, we've all become, as you said, Johnny, very accurately, we've all become pretty good friends. And you know, you're talking about DroneNation. I've watched this show become a staple of the community, and it's because of you two, because of you guys always bring on a diverse group of guests. It can be anybody from a big shot in the drone community to somebody that's got 10 subscribers on their channel.
Yeah,
you guys
absolutely
get everybody in there, and it's a big deal. And
that's what we're here for. We want, you know, nobody, those guys, and you know, Marcus, you and I talk about those guys we see on the side, and we appreciate everybody tuning in. And you know, next week we got Doc Murdoch and Brian Mackey, so it'll be a great show. And hey, you know, nobody's big shots, nobody's big YouTubers. We're just all family here. You know?
Having
really,
fun.
really, Marcus, your show. I'm not just saying it because you're on the show. I think the world of DroneNation. You, Ron, and DeMarco, you're really, really great guys, and I've learned a lot over the years watching you. And you put me and Johnny together. You know,
well, here's
that
what
would
I'm
be
going
because
to
of
say.
your show.
CaptainRay, you're kind of the glue that holds this community together, you know, with your South Florida drone meetup and all that. It's a big deal. And Johnny, man, you with your personality and so forth, and your idea, the things that you do on this show, I never would have thought of the drawings and things like that all come from your brain. I think it's pretty cool, and it's really fun for the community. So thank you.
We do a busy show. I know it's you know, with the questions and all, but hey, you know what? I think what's good about it, you know, if you come in 15 minutes later from my show, you know, you're gonna catch some guests, and you know, you're gonna get a chance to win a little something. So, but you know, we want to also learn with the Part 107 questions, and it's just fun. You know, it's just fun to do.
Yeah,
it is. I'm going to get out.
We appreciate everybody in the chat too. Thank you all for watching. Really.
All right, guys. Well, have a great night, and thanks everybody.
Have a good night, everybody.